What if nothing around you is real? Not the room you're in. Not the sky above. Not even you. What if everything is just lines of code inside a cosmic computer? This is the shocking idea behind the simulation hypothesis, the possibility that our entire universe is not the base reality, but an artificial program created by a superintelligent civilization. It sounds like science fiction. Yet, philosophers, physicists, and even some of the world's richest tech entrepreneurs take it seriously. Could we really be living inside a simulation? Today, we'll explore this mind-bending theory. We'll look at its origins, the clues from physics, the arguments for and against, and the search for glitches in the code of reality. And in the end, we'll ask, if we are simulated, what does that mean for us? For thousands of years, humans have wondered about reality. In ancient Greece, Plato imagined the allegory of the cave. Prisoners chained in darkness, watching shadows on a wall, believing them to be real. What if our reality is also just shadows, cast by something beyond our understanding? Centuries later, René Descartes asked, "How can I be sure I'm not being deceived by an evil demon?" For him, the only thing he could be certain of was thought itself. I think, therefore I am. Fast forward to the 21st century. Philosopher Nick Bostrom reframed the question using modern technology. He argued that if civilizations survive long enough, they will have computers powerful enough to simulate entire universes, including conscious beings like us. And if that's true, the odds suggest we are more likely to be simulated than real. Because one real universe could produce billions of simulated ones. If so, the chances that you and I are in base reality might be close to zero. But is there evidence? Could physics itself reveal that reality is artificial? Some scientists say yes. First, consider how the universe looks digital. At the smallest scale, matter is made of quanta, tiny packets of energy. Like pixels in a video game. Even space itself might be pixelated, divided into units at the Planck length. It's as if the universe has a maximum resolution. Second, limits. Nothing can go faster than the speed of light. Why? Some suggest it's like the frame rate of reality, the maximum processing speed of the cosmic computer. Third, uncertainty. Quantum mechanics shows that particles don't decide their state until observed. It's like reality doesn't render fully until someone looks, just like in a video game, where the world only loads when the player enters the area. And then there's math. Everywhere we look, the universe follows elegant equations. Gravity, relativity, electromagnetism, all expressed in numbers. If the universe looks like code, could it actually be code? Technology also offers clues. Today, we can already simulate simple universes with the help of supercomputers. We can model galaxies, weather systems, even the evolution of life in a computer. These are crude, but imagine what a civilization a million years ahead of us could simulate. Entire universes, down to every particle, every thought, every consciousness. And with the rise of quantum AI, things get even stranger. Quantum AI could process information the same way the universe itself does, through superposition and entanglement. If we create machines that think like the universe, are we imitating our creators? If we can already build small simulations, doesn't that make it likely someone has built one big enough to include us? But let's consider the arguments carefully. Bostrom's logic is simple. He says at least one of three statements must be true. 1. Almost no civilizations ever reached the level of technology needed to run ancestor simulations. Maybe they destroy themselves first. 2. Civilizations that do reach that level choose not to run simulations. Perhaps for ethical reasons, or because they have no interest in simulating us. 3. civilizations do run simulations. And if they do, simulated universes vastly outnumber the single base reality. Meaning the odds are overwhelming that we are simulated. Which of these three is true? That's the paradox. Supporters of the hypothesis point out strange features of our universe. The constants of physics seem finely tuned for life, almost as if someone adjusted the settings. Quantum mechanics looks suspiciously like code that only runs when needed. And perhaps cosmic rays could reveal the resolution of the universe, like pixels on a screen. But critics push back. Some say the simulation hypothesis is unfalsifiable. If we are in a simulation, how could we ever prove it? Any test we run could itself be simulated, controlled, or hidden by the system. Others say it's arrogant to assume advanced civilizations would care to simulate us. Why would they? Maybe we're not that interesting. And some scientists remind us that just because the universe can be described mathematically doesn't mean it is math. Maybe math is just the best tool we have to describe reality. Still, researchers are trying to test the idea. One approach is to look for glitches. If the universe is simulated, maybe there are limits, like a maximum energy level in cosmic rays, revealing the pixel size of the universe. Others suggest that unexplained anomalies in quantum experiments could be signs of hidden code. And then there are stranger ideas. Some people point to déjà vu, strange coincidences, or even the mysteries of consciousness as hints of glitches in reality. But are those true signs, or just human imagination searching for patterns? So, what does it all mean? The simulation hypothesis may never be proven. But it forces us to ask the ultimate question: what is reality? Maybe we're in base reality. Maybe we're in a simulation. Either way, the mystery remains. Because whether coded or natural, the universe is governed by rules and patterns we're only beginning to understand. If we are simulated, maybe our purpose is to evolve, to explore, to create. Maybe our creators are watching, just as we now build simulations of our own. And if we are not simulated, then the mystery of existence is no less profound. Because we are still part of a universe filled with wonders, built on mathematics and mystery. So, what do you think? Are we real? Or are we just code in a cosmic program? Backhand index pointing right. Subscribe to ScienceMined for more mind-blowing science facts every week. Because whether this is reality or simulation, the search for truth never ends.